Hello, in this video we will discuss about the next reference variable which is going to be demonstrated is going to be enum type. We would have seen class type and we would have seen array type. So in the enum type, what is that your class type and your array type is not doing that your enum type is doing is your class type can also do so much things which makes the class type to be more customizable. Like you will be able, like in the class type, you will be able to create a method. You will be able to have your own variable, and the variable themselves can hold different state of your program's behavior. Um, an enum is going to be a new variation from what is a class type or your array type is. So enum is a special data type, which is going to make one to define a set of constants, and those constants can be used in your program in the way that you want it to be used. For example, let's say that you wanted to program some, let's say, the pizza delivery system. So in the pizza delivery system, there are going to be status like, say, placing an order. So placing an order, processing of an order, then the order being in transit, and then the order being picked by the delivery person, and the order being in transit again, and the order coming to uh, the receiver end, right? So many states are happening to the uh, to the order somebody has placed online. So during such cases where you need some reference type to hold values that are going to be constant. For example, if somebody is placing some order online, the order is placed. So this order might go to a different status. Like, for example, if there is available, then it is going to be given to the user who is placing that order. But the availability and non-availability is going to be constant depending upon the number of resource that is available in that particular system. But if you see, the meaning that I'm trying to connect here is um, the 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 availability it itself is a constant word, and not available is also constant based on the number of the resource that is going to be there. There is not going to be a status where it is always going to be available. That's what I mean by that it is going to be constant. Like for example, there's going to be like if you take for example directions, there's going to be east, and there's going to be west, there's going to be north, and there's going to be south. And for example, if you take the number of days in a week, there's going to be the 7 days in a week. So these are the things that are going to be fixed, and they don't really fall under uh, some definition of how they will have to evolve, right? They're going to be constant. So during such cases, one would wanted to use enumeration. Let's see how the enumeration is going to be used in the program. Um, so I have a class called enum demo.java. So either I can create my enum structure here, which is going to be enum. Let's give the name as order, and so it looks like I already have a order. Let's keep order status. This is going to be my enum, and then I'm going to keep like book and order status. Okay, so this is the thing that's coming from the IDE. I don't want to use that. Okay, I can use it something like order booked. We can keep order paid, order unpaid, order delivered, something like that. Okay, so let's just assume that I have like one, two, three, four statuses, and this is my own status that could happen for the program, something that I'm designing. So this is where we use enum, like to have our own constant, uh, which could be used in your program, for example. So now that I have my enum defined here, and let's see how to use them here. How I will use this order status. So the variable that I'll be using here, so which is going to be order status, I'm naming it as order status, is equals to, now put this dot order book. So now if I wanted to print this thing, I will have to use order status. And let's run this and see. This is a very simple program. This is one of the use case where we can use our enumeration. Let's see in the terminal, we see order booked is printed. So similarly, if I wanted to print the other types of enum that we are seeing here, we'll have to use them. For example, use the same order status equals to order status dot delivered. And now when you run this, I am seeing an error, but let's see if we can over assign the enum. Yep, we can. And what is this message that I get? Insert declaration. What does it mean? So mostly I think this wouldn't happen. So generally people would want to use a different status for it, but this is one of the way how we can use. So let's say a better way to do is paid. Okay. Delivered, let's say I have a variable called delivered, and delivered is going to use order delivered, and that would be the thing that is going to get printed. So this is very simple example for using enum. There's also an advanced example where we can use the enum with a like a constructor, but that I think probably would do a different video. For beginners, I think this should be the simple way to understand what is an enum is. So, yep, thank you.